Islam, my moisture connection and family. Islam. Islam, she the wing back for the your wife. Islam. I say Islam to you. I'm wearing a mask. I'm on my break at Burger King. It is. Let me see what time it is.
He did it early. Some people celebrate early.
This is the time, 10:18. So, and it is the 31st of December, 2021. I don't know if everybody's supposed to wear masks or not in the public. I heard Thomas talking about it yesterday, and I asked him. He said it changed today at 12 p.m. Everybody's supposed to wear masks in the public. That's what he said, but I'm not sure because I haven't looked it up myself. But people are still coming into Burger King with no mask on, so, and there are some coming in with masks on. I'm not sure, but I know your nose and your mouth supposed to be covered. This is my cloth mask. I brought cloth masks, and I bring my own mask to wear at Burger King. I haven't looked and checked. I'm just doing, the reason why I say this is because for so long I've asked, do we have to wear gloves? And it's been told, yes, you need to wear gloves. You need to wear gloves. I even had someone say that. Then I was seeing people with no gloves on, and I haven't seen CJ. The last time I spoke to him about it, I think it was November during the inspection. And he was like, definitely wear gloves. But then as of yesterday, like for instance, Thomas didn't have on gloves, but everybody else had on gloves. So I had on gloves. I mean, I kept gloves on. So I just, I don't know because I'm not quite sure what the policy is. But I'm going to leave the mask on because he was a manager and he said today everyone should wear everyone should wear their mask when they come in. If a customer comes in with no mask on, he said don't ask them about it, just let it be. And also he said as of today everyone goes back to, I said what about gloves, because I noticed he didn't have on gloves, and still there hasn't been an answer to me about I've had when I asked the employees, do they have to wear gloves, or what was the thing about gloves? Did they hear anything? I had heard someone say, for instance, Nathan was like, I just keep my hands really sanitized. And then I heard, who else told me? I said it was your choice to wear gloves, or not. I wrote it down. I don't remember who, but many told me that Phyllis definitely wants you to wear gloves on her shift. So I was like, okay, no problem. So anyway, nonetheless, since yesterday was told to me, which would have been December the 30th, 2021, to wear a mask inside Burger King, I'm gonna do that. So to change my speed time on the cash register. These are some of the things I've implemented because James said that my overall in reference was too slow in reference to customers getting in and out. And he made a comment yesterday about it. Thomas also said it. I think he said it was 3 point some odd percent. And he mentioned CJ. CJ is a scheduler and of Burger King. Also, he's one of the owner's son. So this is what I've done. So what I did was try to look at what was I doing what can I do to speed up the interaction between me and the customers. So one of the things I do is now, so when a customer comes in and they order, they might say, can I have a Whopper with cheese, or 3 Whoppers with cheese, one with no pickles, no onions. The other 2 add bacon, and medium with fries and a medium drink. And so before I ring this up, I asked the questions. I said, so you want 3 Whoppers with cheese, or they might say 3 Whoppers. Let me just finish this. So they might say 3 Whoppers with, I said, so you said 3 Whoppers with cheese, 1 with no pickles or onion, and the other 2 add bacon, 3 medium fries, and 3 medium drinks. These are combos you want, and get a yes or no from them. They say yes. Then because they might have already said cheese and bacon, I might say, do you want a 8-piece nugget for $149? They say yes. So then at that moment, and I try to say, does this complete your order? They say yes. I start pressing the buttons on the register to put the order in. So I get the order first, unless I think it's really going to be complex, then I'll go ahead and start doing it slowly. But I get the order first. Then as soon as I hear the order, after I can say, does this complete your order? They say yes. I enter the order inside the system. And by that time, usually when they say, okay, thank you, and I'm putting it in, and as I'm saying it again, as I'm putting it in, they already taken out their card. Some of them already have their card. This is what I noticed. Now, I have had, like yesterday, when I started implementing this procedure, it was odd. I had some customers, they looked surprised. I don't know why, but I guess I'll speak about that later. But anyway, so I started this procedure yesterday. Another thing I do to speed up the time in reference to customer service as a cashier, I noticed I would a lot of times when customers order, they have children. So after they order, I would say, do you want Burger King crowns for your children? I don't know how many others do this, but I know I do it. I don't really see, I don't really take note, so I can't really say who else do it. Like sometimes when I see something, I can literally say, well, this person does it, that person does it. I don't know who else does it, but I know I do when as much as I can. And so while they're getting their money out, I'll go and get the crowns and make it. That takes time, and then give them to the children. All that takes time. So what I do is I finish the order, finish the transaction, and I'll get the crowns. Ask, do you want crowns, and then give them the crown. Another thing I do is I notice, like, sometimes while a customer might order a milkshake, and if it was short-handed on the front line, like today, it was just me and Phyllis for a little while on the front line. Dora's here now, and Hamima's here, but for a little while, so we had to. There was no ifs, ands, buts about it. And I mean, I had to stand next to her and do fries and onion rings, which is, I thought it was a good thing. I think it's a great thing working together. So, but when in that time, a lot of times when we're short-handed, if someone order a milkshake, they'll say, "Can I have a milkshake?" I say, "Okay," and they have a card. I said, while you're getting your card, or they start looking for their payment. They say, "I'm gonna pay with a card" or whatever. I say, "Okay," or they insert their card. And I would say, while the machine is reading your card, I'm gonna go and make your milkshake. So I run and make the milkshake, come back, and then give them the receipt. That takes time because sometimes the machine does not read the card, and so the customer has to reinsert the card again. And even though we're short-handed, I decided to just wait, complete the transaction, and then prepare the drink. Also, I decided to wait, complete the transaction, and then grab cups. But a lot of times, in between the orders, while I'm taking orders from a customer, while they're getting their money out, I'll go and grab the cups real quick, because the cups are right there, and come back. And so I thought possibly that could interfere with the time. So I just wait, finish the transaction, make sure the machine is reading the card, make sure whatever way they want to pay, and then get the card. What else I noticed? The waiting, these are things I've noticed to try to speed up the transaction as much as possible. Like, for instance, yesterday, in reference to, I remember when James had made a comment, he said, the reason why I'm taking orders is, you see how fast I'm going? This is why I'm taking orders on the register. And I said, okay, because I know I just started doing this, listening to the customer and then putting the order in. And after I say, man, does this complete your order? So I started doing this yesterday. So after he said that, it was interesting. A customer came in. She was African American, unless she claimed a nationality, and she just ordered one meal. Double cheeseburger, I think, meal with medium fried medium drink. I did the exact same thing. After I said, "Does this complete your order?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." I gave her a total. I think it was $5.61. This is going off memory, okay? I don't know exactly what she ordered, but I know it's just one meal, and it came up to $5.61. this particular customer, she started digging for change. First, she gave me $10. I said, okay, $10. And then she said, after I was going to completely cash it out, she started digging. She said, wait a minute, I'm going to wait. I need to see, she wanted to wait. She wanted to see if she had change. And so, make sure there's no confusion, I just waited, and she was taking change out, and then we sat down and counted it, and James was right next to me, and I told him, I said, this order is taking a little bit more time than usual. She's getting the change together, and it did. It took, I think it started off at 12:40 and ended at about almost 12:44. So. And then a customer came in a little bit after that. He was like, he's a pale skin, and he ordered 2 meals. Well, first he started off with 1 meal, and it was an original chicken sandwich meal, and I thought he said something else. And James, the manager, was standing a little bit to this side, and I said, "What did you say?" And James was like, "Listen." I was like, okay, listen. I was like, I'm listening. And he said original chicken sandwich. I said, okay, original chicken sandwich meal. Then he paused. He like, then he ordered another meal, and I was like, okay. And because I said, does this complete your order? And then he ordered another meal. I think this is how it went with me saying the complete order. And then he paused for a while, and he started looking around. So some customers do this, they really do, and they look around. So time is going. This order had to take over 5 minutes. And he started. He said, I remember he ordered 6 cheeseburgers, and then he added 6 cheeseburgers and I think nuggets, an 8-piece nugget or something like that. And that was the order. So that order in particularly, I went per order and put it in the gray, moved it up to the white, put it in the gray, moved it up to the white, and I waited because he needed time. I'm not going to rush the customer. So another thing I noticed that can cause time is when customers. I can't tell you how many times customers come in and say, "I forgot my wallet." They'll come in, place the order. I move it up to the white. And then they start doing like this and say, I forgot my wallet. Like I think it was what's the day? It's Thursday. I think it was last week or something. I gave a testimony about it too many times to count. And sometimes more than once, twice in one day, maybe more than once, maybe twice or in one day. And so they'll go, or they say, I'm going to go out and get this change. And then so the order is already in the white, and they need to go out and get change. They don't have enough change. They need to go ask them, So ask someone for change. So that's time. And so I'm waiting, and the order is already in the system in the white. So that's time. So I definitely started to take note of that. And also I noticed also that takes time is. And it's interesting because this at my register, this is, maybe, I don't know, it may happens with my register. I don't know the next register to the right. That's like that then someone steps up and start taking order. Many, one of the co-workers don't work here anymore. I don't think. I'm not sure as of day before, as of Tuesday this past week. So, but so like she would be on the front line, and she would go and start taking orders, or somebody like Naomi, another co-worker, or the manager, James, will step up and on the order. They, somebody, customers might come in, and they're during this time of waiting, while someone is going to get change or whatever on my register. So and so they'll start taking the orders, and they're going fast, taking the order. So I noticed that, so I was I'm mindful of that, and so I said, if that happens, I'm just going to announce it to the manager so they can take note of it and notice what's going on, because they said that my turnover time in customer service is longer than what it should, and also being short of change. So I would be the cashier, and Burger King have change a lot of times, the banks. And so I had to figure out how. I said, do you have the exact change? And the customers start digging for change. I mean, this happened so many times, especially in these past month and a half, 2 months. I don't know what's going on with the banks. So customers are digging for change to complete the order, or we're trying to figure out how to get the get the transaction complete. So these are the things I noticed, and I tried to change so that the turnover time with my cash register will be faster, because they said I was going oh, it's 1:33. I was decided to look at the time, because I wanted to see what I can do to speed up the turnover time, because I think it's important, especially if managers. One manager made a comment, then another manager made a comment, and that was James and Thomas, and then and Jade made a comment too about it too. And the first time was to Jade and James. Jade is an African American female, made a comment as I was taking this black African American lady's order with her children, and it was taking more time than usual. Even though she was asking questions, they said in front of her, before the transaction was done, they said I was I was taking too long to take her order. So that was maybe a week and a half ago, and then and she's a manager. Jade is a manager. James is a manager. Tom's a manager. So these are the things I do. So since I've listened to the order as much as I can, say this is complete order, and then enter the order. Start pressing buttons to enter the order in. The transaction is over in less than sometimes I would say 20 seconds. Okay, that's when, especially if it's a short order, 1 meal. That's it. You know, it's long. Is there anything else I noticed that can cause time to go by besides the change? Not having change in the register, which that's been going on for almost 2 months. Customers going to get change because they thought they had the money in their wallet, that it's not there. They left their wallet in the car. Me making crowns in between orders before the transaction is done. I think so. Yeah, I can see a difference. I really can. It's December the 31st, 2021. Around the Arrington-Bey, Islam Sheep Way, there's your wife this lifetime.